Welcome to the DCTV News at Noon program. I'm Kendra Cook. Dolores County Broadcasting Network is the producer of DCTV with support from the Southwest Colorado TV Translator Association. If you have a news topic or event that you would like to see covered, give us a call. The studio number is 970-677-4119. Today's show runs Thursday at noon and is uploaded to our YouTube channel as well as our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page to watch on demand. Today's February 14th, 2019. Happy Valentine's Day. And now the news. From the Journal, file photo. The Dolores Town Board continued its discussion about adding hunting restrictions in town and addressed several other topics. Montezuma County Sheriff Steve Nowlin said that according to a town weapons ordinance, it is illegal to discharge a firearm within city limits, which thereby prohibits that type of hunting. However, he suggested the ordinance be amended to include prohibiting bow hunting. Archery target practice would still be allowed within town limits, and live trapping would continue to be permitted for certain animals like skunks and raccoons. The town board agreed to consider a ban on bow hunting at the request of Nowlin after an incident on Thanksgiving, in which a man with a bow shot an arrow at a wild turkey in town limits near the Dolores River. Town attorney John Kelly suggested the town could add a provision to the ordinance making it unlawful to hunt any animal for which a hunting license is required within town limits, in season or out of season. An exemption would be for wildlife or sheriff deputies who need to dispatch an injured animal. Other suggestions were to prohibit shooting a bow in an open area, shooting an arrow that leaves private property. Kelly and board members emphasized that safe archery ranges would continue to be allowed in town. Nowlin supported the proposed law changes. Board member Jen Stark noticed that part of the town's weapons ordinance appears outdated. The law passed in 1968 states that concealed firearms can be carried only by law enforcement. But under Colorado law, a concealed weapon is allowed if the person has a concealed carry permit. Kelly said it is a good idea to change the town's outright ban on concealed carry because it conflicts with state statute that allows it with a permit. Nowlin agreed the ordinance law is outdated and should be repealed. A draft of the ordinance changes will be presented at the March meeting. Reported in the Durango Herald via CPR courtesy photo. Democratic Governor Jared Polis said Wednesday if lawmakers pass a proposal to end the state's death penalty, he'll commute the sentence of convicted murderer Nathan Dunlap to life in prison. Dunlap was sentenced to death for murdering 4 people in Aurora in 1993. Polis's predecessor, John Hickenlooper, favored the death penalty when he entered office, but later changed his mind. As a result, he delayed Dunlap's execution, but stopped short of commuting his sentence. Because Democrats control both houses of the legislature, they could revoke the death penalty without Republican votes. However, Polis predicted the measure would win support from both sides of the aisle. A death penalty bill is expected but hasn't been introduced just yet. The same holds true for a proposal to tighten control over oil and gas development. The measure is expected to make health and safety the top consideration in state permitting decisions and to increase local power over the location of drilling rigs. Polis said these are both priorities he wants to set. Polis has spent much of his first month in office promoting what he calls his very top priority, setting aside $227 million in state money to pay for any school district that wants to offer full-day kindergarten. The governor said he's passionate about the idea because research shows full-day kindergarten boosts students' achievement because it saves parents the money they'd spend for kindergarten tuition or childcare, and because it's unfair that he can afford kindergarten for his children while others miss out on the experience. Quote, "It's a convergence of everything from the data, which is where I start as somebody who's fundamentally analytical, to the personal, to the kind of cost of living side," Polis said. Now a report from the Journal, photo Sean Dolan. Builders in Cortez could soon benefit from a 1-year incentive program that waives or reduces fees to encourage development on legally platted and developed vacant lots throughout town. City Council on Tuesday approved the Cortez Housing Affordability and Mitigation Plan, or CHAMP. Cortez Planning and Building Director Sam Proffer said the development community in Cortez still hasn't recovered from the 2008 recession. Here we are 11 years later, Proffer said. We aren't anywhere near the permitting that we were doing prior to 2008. We're hoping this will kind of spur that along a little bit. The CHAMP program, effective March 1st, 2019 to March 1st, 2020, would waive 75% of use tax and building permit fees for site-built homes and would waive 100% of use tax and building permit fees for new manufactured homes. According to a staff memo, a new 1,500 square foot home with a 2-car garage comes with a $3,920 use tax fee and a $1,620 building permit for a total of $5,540. With the 75% incentive rate, the fees would reduce down to only $1,390. The city could miss out on approximately $20,000 based on the number of new homes built in recent years, but based on preliminary interest, the staff memo states the city could see a lost revenue of $40,000. The city has issued 28 manufactured home permits in the past 3 years, all of which have been used homes, typically trailers. The city will completely waive the $700 home permit for a double-wide trailer and the flat rate use tax fee of $225.75. Quote, based on the above data, the financial impact will be minimal, the memo states. Proffer said the city will lose some revenue, but there are tangible and intangible benefits that come with the new development. New homes raise the value of adjacent properties, puts builders to work, and leads to more local purchases of building materials. Once the 1-year incentive program has ended, Proffer said the city staff will look at how much revenue was lost and how many new homes were built. Based on that information, staff could propose a new incentive or target other areas of need. And now, let's take a look at the weather. The national weather map today shows continued heavy rain and snow expected to impact the west tonight through Friday from the Pacific Northwest through the Rockies. Southern Nevada, northwest central Arizona, southwest Utah, and southeast California may see some flash flooding due to all of the moisture in the form of rain or rain-snow mix. Storm tracks northeastward across the Great Lakes while another system heads to the mid-Atlantic. Moderate to heavy snows are expected over the western Great Lakes as it tapers off, while icing from northern Illinois to southern Michigan also subsides. Snow, sleet, and freezing rain will overspread much of the northeast, with the heaviest snow through this morning across northern New York and the interior of New England, with rains covering much of the South and the Rust Belt region. Looking at our regional updates, a Pacific storm system will bring that widespread rain and snow to eastern Utah and western Colorado this afternoon and tonight. Heavy snowfall is expected across the mountains, with snowfall accumulations from 6 to 12 inches expected by early Friday morning. The valleys will see a wintry mix with an inch or two of wet snow possible, except near Gunnison and Pagosa Springs, where snowfall accumulations may approach 6 inches. Cool and unsettled weather will remain in the region through early next week, with temperatures dropping below normal over the weekend, which brings us to our local DCTV 5-day outlook from the National Weather Service. That shows today a 90% chance of periods of rain and snow showers becoming all rain after 4 p.m. High near 38 degrees, south-southeast winds 5 to 15 miles an hour. Total daytime snow accumulation of less than a half inches possible, and that's what we received overnight last night. And then tonight, they claim a 100% chance of periods of rain and snow showers becoming all snow after 3 a.m. A low around 28 degrees, south winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, but that new snow accumulation is looking to be less than a half inch possible. And on into Friday, a 30% chance for scattered snow showers, mainly before 7 a.m. Mostly sunny with a high near 42 degrees. South winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. I wouldn't be surprised by some mud and slush in the forecast for Friday. And into Friday night, a 40% chance of snow showers comes in after 11 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a low around 24. And continuing Saturday, a 40% chance of snow showers. Colder, mostly cloudy with a high near 32. West winds 10 to 15 miles an hour and lingering into Saturday night with a 20% chance of snow showers, mostly cloudy, and a low to around 16 degrees. Sunday, they still have a 30% chance of snow showers on the board, mainly after 11 a.m., with partly sunny skies and a high near 30. And more cold Sunday night, a chance of snow showers mainly after 11 p.m., mostly cloudy with a low around 16. Heading into next week, Monday is President's Day, a holiday for many, with a slight chance of snow showers, mostly cloudy with a high near 30. Monday night, mostly cloudy with a chilly low around 13 degrees. And we finally clear out of the rain and snow chances for Tuesday. Expect a mostly sunny day with a high near 30. Tuesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 14. And the best weather outlook is to look out your window. And now, back to the news. Reported in the Telluride Daily Planet, photo from Kia. In Telluride, locals' eyelids lifted a bit during the second half of a Super Bowl when a Kia ad about its Georgia plant kept showing a burly SUV festooned with the name Telluride in capital block letters. Though the ad primarily demonstrated how Kia has transformed downtrodden West Point, Georgia, and was narrated by a wistful local boy, it also portrayed, quote, "this thing we've assembled," which is Kia's largest SUV yet, the 291 horsepower, 8-passenger Telluride. The commercial cost $15 million to air during the Super Bowl and caused quite a hubbub both nationally and locally. Nationally, critics both praised and jeered the ad's tearjerker approach, while cynics pointed out the absurdity of driving through deep water as the Telluride is portrayed doing. Neither the Telluride nor any stock vehicle can do this without stalling. Viewers could barely discern the accompanying fine print that read, "Do not attempt, water stunt performed with aftermarket snorkel, professional driver on closed course." Local viewers expressed a range of emotions upon seeing their town's name used by a South Korean car manufacturer. The fact the ad focused on West Point but was sort of kind of about the Telluride SUV struck Catherine Gozell as a tad confusing. Several other Telluriders posted various degrees of disgust at being appropriated like fellow ski destinations have been in the past with the Chevy Tahoe, the Dodge Durango, and Chrysler Aspen. Meanwhile, Duke Ritchie wondered if the Telluride took after its eerie namesake and, quote, came with a built-in vaporizer. David Ekman hoped, quote, the town is at least getting royalties so that they can pay to fix the potholes. The town, of course, is definitely not getting royalties, as Michael Marlton, president and CEO of the Telluride Tourism Board, pointed out, quote, you can't trademark Telluride or any geographical location. It is what it is, and that's a South Korean car manufacturer attempting to leverage a North American passion brand. Since the Super Bowl, Marlton said, quote, the tourism board has been accused of involvement with the name. It has nothing to do with our destination itself, he insisted, but one could suggest that our geologic wonder, our community's passion, and our efforts in brand building played a part in its name. Marlton conceded that, quote, in terms of name recognition, someone just spent $15 million to put our name on national television. He added, I don't have much of a feeling about it. It's just another touch point and not something that really changes our day. Kia is selling a consumer product good, and we're selling an experience. Kia plans to introduce the car to auto journalists at a special preview in Gateway this March. From the Cortez Journal, History Colorado has awarded Ekaterini Vlahos and Michael Nolte of the University of Colorado, Denver, a 2019 Stephen H. Hart Award for their recent work documenting the Lowry Pueblo, a National Historic Landmark west of Pleasant View off County Road CC. The project utilized light direction and ranging, LiDAR, scanning, and close-range photogrammetry to thoroughly document the above-ground standing prehistoric architecture at Lowry Pueblo. Three-dimensional images and historic American buildings survey drawings also were created. The data provides an accurate baseline to monitor deterioration of the Pueblo. It also provides the public and students a way to view the ruin without visiting the site. Vlahos is director of CU Denver's Center of Preservation, and Nolte manages the center's state-of-the-art digital technology, including interactive website construction, SketchUp 3D sitemaps, virtual tours, and similar tools. Partners included the CU Denver Center of Preservation, the Bureau of Land Management, Canyon of the Ancients National Monument, and SciArc, a nonprofit organization that digitally records and archives the world's most significant cultural heritage sites. The Center of Preservation Research is, quote, dedicated to the study, preservation, and sustainable use of the built environment and cultural landscapes, according to its webpage. The Hart Awards are History Colorado's premier celebration of archaeology and preservation projects that are worthy of statewide recognition. An awards ceremony was held on February 4th at the History Colorado Center in Denver. The Lowry Pueblo National Historic Landmark is a Puebloan great house that contains 37 rooms, 8 kivas, and 1 great kiva. Archaeologists have dated the construction and occupation of the site to the 11th century, about 1,000 years ago. And now today's High Canyon Country happenings. February 15th from 5:30 to 9 p.m., subject to weather conditions, Winterfest is on at Mesa Verde. The park is gearing up for a fun, quote, welcome back event, which is free and open to the public. Enjoy a unique opportunity to explore Mesa Verde's Moorfield Campground and the Meadow Bliss and Cottontail Loop trails in the moonlight. Join them for a night of sky viewing, conditions permitting, and complimentary hot chocolate and hot cider near the Moorfield Campground store. Please bring a headlamp and dress warmly. And Valentine's Valentine's Day reminders locally. From 4 p.m. today, DC Rack Haas is celebrating open until 8 p.m. tonight. Bring your Valentine in for a delicious dinner and a scrumptious dessert. They're offering a steak Diane with shrimp and scallop scampi or shrimp and scallop scampi on linguine packaged dinners. You can follow up with a surprise dessert for two. Also in Dove Creek, the State Line Bar and Grill is celebrating Valentine's Day with their special menu featuring chicken carbonara with a fresh strawberry upside down cake. That runs from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m. And over in Monticello, Utah, the Granary Bar and Grill is offering a Valentine's menu of prime rib and shrimp dinner, but also hosting Give Love to Get Love. It's a fundraiser event, 1920s themed event, and they encourage you to dress up. They're raising suicide awareness, supporting military veterans. There's a poker tournament. Bar admission is at the door. 21 and older, please bring a valid ID to enter. All proceeds will go to the foundation of your choice. The grand prize winner and a silent auction will start today, February 14th at 5 p.m. and end February 15th at 1 a.m. It'll be held in the Leather Shop. Please contact upcyclemine@gmail.com or Shale or Camry by phone. All local artists and businesses are also encouraged to donate. And in Monticello as well, Doug's Barbecue is also offering a special Valentine's menu featuring a smoked New York strip steak and grilled lobster tail with béarnaise sauce. They request reservations, so please call them ahead of time. And all of these happenings are posted on our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page, along with our YouTube channel, on-demand replays, weather, notices, original posts, and local stories. To share your event or information, contact us. The email is dcbnnews@gmail.com or call the station 970-677-4119. Thank you for tuning in. News at Noon airs at noon Monday through Thursday and then is available on demand online on our YouTube channel as well as our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page. Please like us there and share it with a friend. This has been a production of DCTV. For the News at Noon program out of Dove Creek, USA, I'm Kendra Cook. Thank you for watching.